he ain't gonna
he is,
meet
but
the expectation.
player. He is. But we both know at 25, we had a lot of responsibility on our backs at 25 back in the day.
100%. But when you place that on a pedestal, can I put you on a pedestal at 25? Like, yo, Ronan, you need to be like this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I just think that I think that they may have put the wrong person on the pedestal. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm in agreement with you as far as, he a grown ass man. But the attention as far as the expectation that's expected, I think that's where a lot of the miscommunication or a lot of the beefs come in. You know what I mean? If they want to call them beefs, because these panels, this ain't no beef. Yeah, I mean, homie, I've been shot at the whole shit. Like these are just disagreements, But I agree that the young man, that the young man, he's the ultimate puppet master as far as this content creation shit. Yeah, because whenever he feel like it, he pulls some strings and there'll be 100 videos off of what he say. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So he definitely an intelligent young man. He know what the hell he doing as far as his content shit.
But if you look at it, he's actually feeding everybody else too.
Yeah.
So how can you really get mad at him? Yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you something else.
And that's why what players said is true. A lot of these guys will put him up on a pedestal because they want to feed off of him. They don't want to tell him straight for the simple fact that they feel like they're going to offend him, and then they won't have an opportunity to have him on the panel anymore, invite him on the shows.
Yeah.
They coddle this kid just for the simple fact that they want access to his 100 and some thousand viewers or subscribers. So
facts.
At the same time, you're not going to have those guys that don't give a fuck sitting there saying, hey, Ninja, you need to fix this. Don't act like this in this country. You know what I'm saying? The ones that did and kind of tried to push him down that way, that he either respects them, but at the same time, I have 4 sons. I can give them advice, but they still entitled to make their own fucking mistakes.
Right.
Now, am I going to look at them and say, I told you so? I don't have to. But go ahead.
Right.
I got a question. I got a question for everybody and this goes for everybody in the chat. How old is Skylar compared to Auston? Are they around the same age?
No,
Skylar like 40 years old.
Yeah, he's retired.
He's a lot older. Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. And I met Skylar,
so
man.
He has a lot. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I met Skylar.
I don't know the guy.
Skylar Medellin.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So he's a whole lot older. Yeah. He's got experience. Okay, so Auston needs to be listening to Skylar, if anything.
Nah, it ain't. I don't think it got to do with.
You can choose your mentors, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can choose your mentors.
Yeah,
right.
That's true. But I'm just looking at the age gap and possibly the experience factor there.
There's definitely an age gap there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a huge age gap. So Auston can learn some stuff from Skylar. It's a huge age gap.
He could if he wanted to, if he desired to. But you have some people on your team that maybe you shouldn't have on your team. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
And that goes back to what I was saying earlier, is that everybody was trying to be his big brother. Everybody trying to be his, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody trying to be like, yo, I want to be hey man, I know the way, I know the plan, man. This is the path. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, just let the kid walk his path, man. You know what I'm saying? Let the young man walk his path. But early on, when he first hit the scene, I guess a lot of people, oh man, there's this young dude. He thinks the way that we think. He sees the world the way that we see it. Let's all try to nurture him the best way that we can. And unfortunately, those relationships, some of them, I guess they going sour or they starting their road, right? Because
they instantly knighted his ass based on the fact that his viewership and how popular he became all of a sudden. They gave him the prince or the keys of the kingdom damn near.
Right. And I'll tell you another thing, man, is that like if I got an issue with Ronan, right? And I got like a serious problem with him, right. Hey, I'm a find a way to contact him personally.
Man, we've addressed things on panels before. Misunderstandings.
Yeah, we've done that.
Yeah. No problem.
Many times.
Yeah. But if I got like a like a panel disagreement is different than a
In real
personal.
life, right.
You know what I'm saying? If me and Andrew get into it on the panel and it's like personal, hey, I'm gonna fall back from the panel and I'm gonna reach out to Drew. Like, hey, yo, homie, this player
Correct.
with a passport. You know what I'm saying? Let me holler at you. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because
believe me, we all talk to each other offline.
I try not.
yeah,
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I try not to get that messy. I like to get a little messy, but I don't tend to dig deep within the meat. You know what I'm saying? Raw, hardcore. But I maybe I use a little bit of subliminal messages here and there, little jags.
yeah,
But I
but
don't
listen, but
necessarily give out
panel,
like, hey, well, this is what happened, and look at this. Nah, if it's something that needs to be
panel disagreements
like, if
are
it's something
different.
crazy, like if it's something like where to the no, yeah, panel disagreement, yeah.
Yeah,
As far as
panel
just putting somebody's
disagreements.
personal information, like, hey, here's Andrew Show's address, guys. Like,
Yeah, if somebody starts doxing you, that's personal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
if I got a problem where like, yo, man,
Yeah,
when I see Andrew, or if I see Ronan, I swear to God, it's up, right? If
That's
like
on
that's
site.
right, that's something, man. I gotta holler
It's
at.
on
You
site.
know what I mean? Yeah, like yo, I got it, yo, Ronan, man. This player with a passway, look, man, on the panel. Hey, listen, bro. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? Like if I feel
I
like
would
it's
laugh.
that serious,
I would laugh. I've had guys attack me like that before, but they weren't black. They were white. Crazy enough. That's the craziest shit. I said, okay, all right, that's how you feel.
Yeah, but you know, it's unfortunate, man, that cats can't come to you know, they could have had their little debate or whatever, and they could have worked out their issues, and you know, they could have, you know,
It
been
would have been
talking
a good scene
offline.
if they, it would have been a good scene if they had the debate, they agreed to disagree or agreed on certain things,
Well, okay, let me.
and wound up having a great ending. You get what I'm saying? That would
Right,
have been a great
right,
thing to see.
So let me
right.
just intervene. What's the whole debate was really about? Was it about how many hoes they could get on their yacht or some shit? Like, is it about hoes? Because that's what it seemed
I
like it
don't
was
know.
about.
I guess it's their varying lifestyles between the two, you know, lifestyles that they have. You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know either.
We were waiting to hear it. Like, it's not like any of us really, beside Mr. G, who's a known stalker of Austin. You know, we don't really know what's going on. We got
The Andrew Show.
It's all good, fam. But I had genuine was that thing I want to debate you, but I mean, I guess people have channels. It's always good, you know, the super chats and things of that nature. And I guess it was going to be on Austin channel because I don't think Skyler has problem with money. Running us as veterans, we know that. But then again, we don't know what his spending habits and things of that nature. You could be getting $1 million and still be fucking it up. So there's that part. But as far as good residual income, Skyler probably has that going. He does not have that super need of receiving donations. I don't think
he older gentleman should, that's, you know, retired out of the military, does investments, things like that.
I don't think he has it as Austin.
Yeah.
So this is why he probably didn't mind Austin make the bread, and I know Austin was looking forward to it. Right. But then again, how genuine is that? As far as I'm giving you a shot at debating you, when if you're doing it on my channel, so I'm pretty much the moderator by default.
Yeah, you're your own moderator, so you're always going to make it favorable to yourself. So that's where like a third party should have came in and said, hey, you know, make me the moderator on your StreamYard. That way I can shut either one of you up if you're over talking, you know, and then let it run honestly. Like he has Wesna, he has other people he trusts that can run his StreamYard.
Wesna is the white boy,
Poppy Rico. Yeah, so he has Poppy Rico and some other people. He could have made an admin on his StreamYard. That way it could have been fair if somebody was talking too long and say they agreed on a certain time frame of talking. He could have muted the other guy to let, you know, Skyler talk, you know, but that wasn't set up that way. I mean, obviously Austin want to have full power and full control on who could say what, not being muted, things like that, you know.
Yeah, I even said the same thing too. If I'm gonna go at war with somebody, I don't care about having it on my channel because even though I'm fair, but I don't mind being on another person's channel and controlling it if we had a disagreement. Like for instance, I think a long time ago, O'Shea was trying to get me and Kim on the channel, but
that would have
it
been
wasn't to this degree. Yeah, it was a long time ago when we had this heated rivalry between a Mexican and a black man that's out there allegedly smashing his women. So that would have been something, but he didn't show up. So
yeah.
you know how that
OG's has
goes.
it. OG just made a comment, and he's right. He needs controversy to fuel his super chats. You know, sometimes when he's just talking and he's just trying to do his lives, a lot of times he's begging for cash out. Correct.
Well, the first thing he said, because I think I had switched, you just dubbed me the biggest fan right now. But I did switch over from you guys' live stream. I started watching his thing because I didn't know
I go back and forth too. I'm looking at it live too on another tab, so I'm going back.
When Andrew came on, I'm thinking this is some past thing that Andrew's about to replay and do the commentaries from that. But apparently it's some really live thing. So the first thing he said was somebody said something. He was like, "Oh, you guys can't wait because you're trying to play a video. Send me $50 super chat right now.
Right.
If you cannot wait for me to play this video, send me 50." So it has this ulterior motive that, and obviously everybody's on the internet. I mean, there is some beneficial thing to them doing content, and I'm never gonna say that because you make money off of it, you're a bad person.
Right.
But you make it too clear, and people may sort of misjudge you, and I don't think I'm misjudging him because from the very get-go, he's always had this "I'm here to make money off you guys" vibe. This is why I never really. It was hard for me not to criticize him.
You're not a subscriber to his Patreon. Come on, Mr. G, tell the truth.
No, I'm not. It always gave. "I'm here to make money off of you suckers." You know, and I feel like he didn't respect people. He doesn't respect the fan of people that support him, because after your first trip, you don't have much to tell people. Then you want to shame people because they're not signing up for your Patreon. That was just after his first trip. And I've always thought it gave off of opportunist. He's an opportunist. He's only here to use people.
Hey, listen, man, I'm about to bang out of here because they calling me on to this frack location, man. Appreciate y'all having me up, man.
No problem.
And,
anytime, brother.
Appreciate you, player. All right, man.
Have a good rest of your day, bro.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
We do have an open panel if anybody wants to join. I definitely pinned my link to the top of the chat. Andrew, if you did the same in yours, by all means.
I did the same. So you guys can join either one of our panels.
Simplify Bart's World. Looks like you're a fellow Marine. So go ahead, Mr. G.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just saying though, you cannot really make it, like, even if you're here to make some money, because there is money to be made. I can police you not to want to make money or whatever. But making it so apparent can be a thing that people do criticize, and don't be mad when people are criticizing that because you make it so obvious.
Right.
You know, because.
Well, see, here's the thing, Mr. G. Criticizing is one thing, but if you have solid proof on what you're promoting and what you're putting out that nobody's ever done before, and it's something that's completely something that could be useful to help people, then by all means necessary, why not make a living off of it? But if it's something that you're promoting that could be a fallacy or a fairy tale, then that's when people start to come into play and say, hey, well, wait a minute. I've been traveling long before you have. That's not what goes on out there. And when you're trying to sell, working, what was Austin selling? I think he was selling like a digital nomad that BMT's originally put out for travelers, where you can become a digital nomad, and he put out a job list of jobs that were located. Yeah, the job list that you can work.
Does anybody have Skylar's channel link? Because I think Incredible Hulk said I think he's responding, or he might be live right now too.
Skylar's live right now.
So Skylar's live while Austin's live, but they won't get together just on the thumbnail. Man, come on.
Oh man, this is crazy. See what I'm saying? I could have easily fixed this shit. I could have fixed this shit.
Y'all both got time to be on lives, but y'all can't be on lives together.
I could have fixed this shit.
You like the referee shirts? We trying to tell him, man. We could have fixed this. Honestly, we could have drew it down the line, man. All they had to do. You know what I'm saying?
I could have got him on the show. We could have fixed this, man.
Anybody got Skylar's link for his page? Because I don't know if I follow him.
We both
go ahead and click on him and see if we can see what he's saying and rebuttal.
Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and look for it. Hold on.
Strictly, what you got on this?
Yeah, man, we could have definitely been impartial. We're both OGs in this game. You know, I think it would have been great seeing the two young lions going at it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Strictly, you got any input before we bring up Buck and let Buck go ahead and put in his 2 cents? Strictly be logging in and be roaming, man. Go ahead, Buck. What you got on this right now?
Strictly must be easy.
Hey, salute to the panel, salute to the chat. Thanks for having me on, Android and Roland. Yeah, let me just say this about Austin. He began his YouTube career saying some controversial stuff. So Austin lives off this. Just us talking about Austin.
Hey, before you get into that, he's not live. Just
Skylar is not live. Okay,
he's not live. Okay,
just to let you.
So
no, he's not live. But go ahead, Buck. Go ahead, Buck. Go ahead.
So Austin thrives on more attention, right? Right now, we're talking about him. He's winning because the YouTube algorithm is picking up on him, and the more content creators keep making video titles about him, the more revenue it'll bring to him. A lot of people don't understand. He sometimes he will say controversial stuff just to get more views. Like he at one point he was at, I believe, 98K subscribers, and he was having difficulty getting over that 100K threshold. So what he did is, like, he went to the Kendra G show and basically bringing smoke to her show, and that got him over the 100K threshold quick because a lot of people were subscribing to him. So what I'm trying to say is, like,
you might be right, but I'm not really.
Anything. Hold on, bro. Don't interrupt. He will do anything just to get views, and that's how he's winning. Austin is Mr. G is like Austin's stalker, and Austin is actually benefiting from this because Mr. G every panel he's talking about Auston Holleman this, Auston Holleman that. But Auston Holleman is still winning at the end of the day. You know, we can all call him a square. We can all call him loser back home, whatever. He's still winning because he's getting. Look at all these super chats he's getting right now. Look, Puerto Rico is his own.
Hey, I'm sharing the screen right now. While he's talking, show the shared screen I'm showing, because it shows the changes on the title. See over here where it's showing the title changes. 101 debate.
Oh,
Tyler the con artist. So you were right, Drew.
Artist.
You were right. The final debate.
I told you.
So he modified the original title several times.
Wow.
And why? So you got that on live now. So now they can see that. That was the reason why Skylar said he doesn't want to participate, because he kept on modifying the title and then called him straight up a con artist.
Thank you.
So okay. So now we got that.
Thank you, my secretary.
Go ahead.
I think both either Andrew or Roland should have independent debate between the two. It got to be in a neutral panel.
Yeah.
It can't be one sided. So, which is why I believe Roland or Andrew, Auston Holleman could show up. Somebody, y'all probably know somebody that knows Auston Holleman.
Oh.
And y'all can talk in the back and pause.
I got his contact.
and get him on the show.
Look, I can get him. I got his contact. It's just if Austin will reply or not. Austin's a little crazy. Let me tell you why. Not crazy, but crazy to where you just don't know what to expect because he's popped up on the show
before.
Before.
They're gonna call you Austin Stalker now.
It's not like he hasn't been on the show before. He popped up whenever it happened. Hey, on, you were there.
Yeah, he's been on panels.
Yeah, he's been on the panel before. Especially when we do the smokeout shit. He pops in and out. So
I'm glad I had man. I'm glad I have vidIQ because vidIQ shows the fucking changes on the title. If I didn't have that loaded, I don't think I would have been able to see that shit.
That's what I was telling you. I knew I saw something.
But you got it on your live. You got it on your live as proof that the title was changed multiple times before the live.
So do you think this is a bad move that Austin did and sabotaged his own debate?
I mean, Skylar has a legitimate complaint, but again, I think they should have prearranged, like Buck said, of a third-party moderator or somebody to host the actual live, and again, be able to simulcast it between their channels so they don't lose out on their own super chats, which that's what they're greedy for. Well, at least Austin is. I don't know about 1MT, but at least they could have simulcasted on each one of their channels while the host was actually hosting the live, and he could have controlled who was over talking who and muted if somebody was over their time limit on the rebuttal. So yeah, I think there should have been a third-party person involved, whoever that might be.
So let me say this. I know the young man just said that I'm still stuck. It's kind of it's funny to me. I am okay.
It's taking off. I told you that.
Whatever, man. If you have,
it's okay.
You have to stop.
You have taken over for Zed.
No, we have to stop doing that. Anytime we have some sort of criticism of a person, people try to diminish your claims by ridiculing. Oh, you're a fan. Oh, It's like you're not supposed to have any objective criticism. And I said this a long time ago because when people started getting drugged in Colombia, people were getting scoped.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had their own theory and shit like that, and people that was doing the fuckery stuff, throwing money in Cartagena and stuff like that. And people were saying, oh yeah, we need to have people were like, oh, we need to have rules and regulations, yada yada. And I'm like, are you guys kidding me? Because I know you're not going to be able to institute rules and regulation within this community because you don't want these put these rules, because these rules may go the most lovable characters, the people that you love the most and you worship, these rules will be against them.
Right. And
I said this a while ago that at some point in time, the people that coddle this kid, that shit gonna turn back around and and bite them in the hand. It's not gonna play out right for them because you refusing to call them out, you refusing to just say it as it is, as Jim said, well, if you're not gonna be in the country for long, you shouldn't be looking for good girls or wasting good girls' time. Andre Love Crossing Borders said, but Andre Love and Crossing Borders said it. James is on his panel saying it, but nobody's trying to hold Austin to that same thingy because he keep going around. He's looking for the most feminine, submissive, good woman just to enjoy some box and move on to the next country.
You know what?
Nobody's gonna call him out.
He did find a feminine, submissive woman in actually in Peru. Remember that one girl? I thought that
Mary server.
What is it?
That server that was Mary. The
She's Mary.
No, there was the other one.
Okay.
The one with curly hair that had the other chick. There was
it was a young chick.
I don't even know. I mean, Buck
Buck
watches more than me. He knows all that.
I mean, you should know this, being an Auston Holleman stalker, bro. But you would think
you definitely outstalked me, my boy.
I mean, to piggyback what I was saying earlier, the more people keep talking about Auston Holleman, the more he wins. It's like, it's like, look at the title right now, Auston Holleman. Somebody's Earth is making a video about him. Peso, Zed is making videos about him. So the more people keep talking about Auston Holleman, the more he benefits. I used to criticize Auston. I was like, you know what? Maybe something's wrong with this dude. Then I found out this is for show. This is for show. It's like
So you don't see, and there's no negative blowback to this, that strategy. Like,
yeah, it can be a negative blowback. I mean, to say, for example, if this whole YouTube thing didn't work out for him, and let's just say he wants to go back to corporate America or go to corporate America, oh man, it would be bad for him, because all they got to do is like HR is gonna dig his history and and see if he's had any misogynist things.
can I comment on this real quick, my brother, for 1 second?
That quick.
Yeah, hold right there. What you just said. There is actually a character, because if you guys been hearing some of my you know, what you call it, on this whole situation, you guys probably have heard me say this. This guy named Rilla.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Buck probably know what I'm talking about. When Auston first came out, Rilla was, no, not Girello, Rilla, like R as in Romeo, I as in Yankee, Rilla. Rilla.
Oh,
he got a channel too.
Another one? Oh shit.
Rilla.
Oh, damn.
Rilla.
Another one, huh?
Rilla. He was, when Auston Holleman opened the panel, he was the administrator of, if you're doing such and such, if you want to buy the job list, it's such and such, or Auston, there's such and such. He's like Auston's, he carried water for Auston. He was Auston's biggest fan. He went and met Auston in Thailand. That's the guy that went and met Auston in Thailand. That guy worked in the IT field, and I never heard from that guy ever again. I always wondered.
I know who you're talking about, the big guy. The big guy that went out there to help promote his channel and everything. Oh, they had a falling out.
Yes.
And Rilla stayed there because Rilla gave up a lot of stuff to go there, but he could still work online. But then they had a falling out way before Auston even left Thailand.
Yeah, so no, after they met. I think Auston, Auston misinterpreted something that Rilla said, and Auston took it as a threat or some shit like that nature. So they had whatever they had happen. But here's the thing, because I kept asking about Rilla, obviously somebody must know Rilla, and they he heard through the wire that I was asking about him, and he made a video responding what happened. So what Rilla pretty much said is that Rilla said the exact same thing Bug just said right now. Rilla said, I am in the IT field, and and he's, I guess, he's changing job or something of that nature, right? He's changing job or he's looking for a job. And Rilla was like, man, I don't wanna have this shit affecting my career.
Mm-hmm.
So what the brother Buck just said, that's true. Some people don't want to be involved with this because it has this appearance of negative and toxicity to it. Some people may want to stay away. If you have a corporate job and you work in the corporate space, it will be hard for you to explain this shit to your boss, who may end up being a fucking woman. Because remember, Auston was just going wild when he first came on the scene, and Rilla was like,
I mean, it does make sense, but at the end of the day, Austin's always been a barber. There's been, you got International Zoe who owns barbers shops still to this day in New York and travels the world. So I understand what Buck's saying, and any other person, but when you're independent and you can make your own money just based on how hard you want to work, like a barber could, I don't think that would be a concern of his trying to pay out a stall to cut hair. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Strict travels. I haven't heard from you, man. You're quiet over there.
Yeah, he might be doing something. Sometimes he does.
Oh, sorry, I was in the other line. Someone I just had a call. Yeah.
what's
so what's
your
your
take on
input
this
right
whole?
now? What's going on with
Yeah,
this
what's your take on
failure
this
of
whole debate?
You still
On what's going on
in
between these guys?
Singapore strictly travel? You still in Singapore? Or you back to DR?
I don't know if he went back to
Say
the
again,
phone.
Buck. What were you saying?
He said, "Are you still in Singapore or are you back
No,
in
I'm in
DR
Dubai.
again?" You're in Dubai. Okay.
No. I'm in Dubai right now. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, I mean, we take on this whole, on this, like I said, on this whole Auston thing. I mean, it's just that. I mean, is first of all, we need to take something in consideration. The guy is 25 years old. I mean, he has lots of growing up to do. So I think, and he find a way of marketing himself. He find a way of marketing himself. So therefore, I mean, that's his game. He found a way of that to attract views. And even though Mr. G was saying that, until what level we have to stop it? If he has a system that is working for him, what should he change it?
Correct.
What should he change it? And I mean, I think as time goes by, he will eventually grow up and change his course of things. And and then I say that with James. I mean, James seems like to coach him a little bit. And then James made a good point. He said that when Skyler was competing with Auston, indirectly, that's what it seems like.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read this real quick.
Sure.
I'm gonna read this real quick from the
Oh my God, you just broke
Weird.
up really bad. Right
So
there.
I put up, was Auston. So more people were favoring saying that Auston did that kind of sketchy. Did I break up? Oh,
You
shit.
did?
Hold on.
No, we heard you now.
Oh, we heard you.
Okay. Did you guys hear the whole thing, or did I break up somewhere?
No, say that
You broke
again.
up in the middle to the sketchy part, right in between that.
Okay, so people were thinking that it was kind of sketchy. 87% of people said yes, they believe it was sketchy, and 17% of people said no. So what is your take on that? Do you think you guys, Austin, from that thumbnail, do you think that was a low move that caused the whole debate to kind of go in shambles?
Well, yes. I mean, the low move was when he said that when he put that Skyler the con artist, then he changed the thumbnail, and I think that's kind of. I mean, we have to be very careful. I mean, labeling negatively. I mean, he could have used a different word. I mean, like con artist sounds like it's just a fraud,
Right.
and it's a very negative connotation. I think that is very childish. I mean, to do anything like this. I mean. They have the differences. Yes, it's a fact. I mean, but not to the extent where to go as far as being insulting. I think that part is wrong. I mean, that was definitely sketchy. Definitely, that was wrong. I mean, definitely, that's everything I saw yesterday. I said Skyler, the con artist, one-on-one. I'm like, whoa! Like you would think that Skyler counting from something of Skyler's a business of counting people.
That's crazy.
That's what I thought when I was like, I said, really? I'm like, so pretty much everything he achieved was based on, was fraudulent. That's pretty much what it sounds like, and that part was uncalled for. I think, I think then he deleted it, then put something else, and I think that's where, as you have to know how to draw the line. I mean, with what is acceptable and what is not.
I agree.
It's very sketchy. Definitely was sketchy. I mean, that's why I can agree with Mr. J, because he says certain things, but then in which level? Like for instance, I see a thumbnail. It said that Lisbon, the best place in Europe. I say, hold on, bro. You've been to like 4 countries in Europe. I mean, how can that only city you've been to? Lisboa, you've been to Madrid. You've been to, even in Spain, he didn't even go to Barcelona. He didn't go to Ibiza. He didn't go to in Italy. When he was in Portugal, he didn't go to Porto. He went to one place, and based on that, he just assumed that it's the best place. It doesn't make any sense, And that's the first time hearing someone saying that Madrid is trash. I've been to Madrid. and I had a great time. And that's the first time hearing someone saying that it was very negative. I was like, really, Madrid? It's nice. But then you have to understand, I think, he's 25. And technically, he should be dealing. Honestly, at that age in Europe, you have to, your crowd's going to be like the young crowd, like the the one that's just getting out of college and into the work life, but then you have a guy like, if you take a look, James did well in Turkey. He was able to show receipt live, but none of them has been able to do those. Why? Because James is a more mature man, so you know how to bring women. You know what it takes to attract them. So that's one. I think the thing about Auston, he has lots of. You have lots of this old like Papi Rico who's on his tail. Like, I don't know what it is with what's with Papi Rico. The guy is just. You will think it's Auston Dad. The guy will defend him.
I swear to God, he's been on our panel. I said, to the end, you will fucking.
Are you getting paid for that?
Yeah.
Because
you
can support a guy.
That's a sponsor, man. You probably sponsor him.
Definitely, because it doesn't make any sense. This guy will go to the extent of even defending nonsense. He has I said, hold on, what's wrong with those dudes? I'm like, instead of coaching,
that's the thing I've been talking about. That's my thing. And yeah, I might maybe I'm whatever bad word y'all want to say as far as me, it also. But to what point y'all defend bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
When somebody's
there goes my algorithm.
I'm sorry. When somebody's on his panel, the person is saying something that Auston doesn't live by, and it's not one of his ideals at all. That same guy want to be all up in his space and all under his to sniff his balls. That's confusing to me, right? Everybody think Auston is going to show them respect, and their little YouTube channels is going to blow up. I just don't see it working like that.
Mm.
Maybe you guys should embrace not kissing ass anymore.
Uh-oh.
You see, what do you mean by you?
No, not you, Bruce. I mean, a lot of people. A lot of content creators. They really think kissing his ass is just going to blow up their channel, and I haven't seen any sign of that. None.
You wanna answer that, Ron?
I'm having a live stream right now. Razor Rays probably got a 10th, no, probably 20%. Barely, not even. I don't even think so. Probably 15% of the subscribers that Auston. Razor Rays get bigger numbers than him on live streams. These numbers do not work the way you guys
Auston
think.
has about 603 people in his chat right now. Right now, yeah.
Yes, now, but the first couple of hours, whatnot, he was barely at 300-400 numbers.
Right.
People.
He's at 602 right now.
Yeah, but on an average, this is probably one of the more high end.
Brand new. Is this Zed or is this Chris?
Oh no, I don't know. Somebody's coming at you hard.
Is this Zed or Chris? Acknowledge that first.
Acknowledge me.
And then she goes, "You claim Auston had a mentor when I said it was a lie. He called me a liar."
It's got to be Zed.
Yeah, that's Zed.
You are a hater.
Yeah, I mean, that's 600. He's gotten that number before, but for somebody with 100,000 subscribers, the way I see these numbers work, when Auston is doing a live stream, he should have at least no less than 2,000-3,000 people watching him.
Well, no, here's the thing. You have lots of passive subscribers. Some subscribers just subscribe and then they just don't. Because
That's what
it's
I'm
impossible
saying.
with the type of content.
So don't
that he
kiss his
has.
ass according to, and I'm not you, but I'm talking about people in general. Don't kiss his ass according to these numbers, because I've watched people that got way less subscribers than Auston. They do like the numbers that they do is consistently triple what the numbers that Auston do, right? Stop saying because I'm gonna be nice to him, because it's obvious. It's obvious.
Who are these people you talking about?
Many people.
Oh,
Many people.
You got
And I
anybody?
just said it earlier. James on his panel, on Auston panel today, he said, "Yeah, if you're not gonna be there long enough, don't expect the good girls or nice women, blah blah, because you're not gonna be there long enough." And James said this out of his mouth. He said this. Love Crossing Border. We should talk about Andre. Andre Andre and Andrea. Love Crossing Borders. He said Andre and Andrea said it too. But guess what? Who's Austin's best friend and who wanna these guys? The same guy, James, and the same guy, Love Crossing Borders, and many other people, whether it's the Razor Rays and a few other people, they're very passive aggressive with this nigga. But anyway, let me just do the white man's job, man.
Your pussy look fatty.
Man, yeah, that was a lot right there, man. Thanks for expressing that. Buck, man, you got anything you want to say, man? I know you got some stuff off your chest, man. You got some stuff on your chest. I'm saying you want to get out.
Yeah,
Let that smoke out.
I just want to say, like, to piggyback what I said earlier. I mean, if this YouTube thing doesn't work out for him, I mean, he'll just, I guess, go back to barber world. I mean, that whole, cutting people's hair and all that. But he better not go back to the corporate world, because they'll eat him alive, man. They'll dig up his receipts and graveyard and all the stuff he did. And so but he needs to be careful about what he says on YouTube too, because YouTube is coming down hard on certain policies. I know the whole YouTube thing is growing. So
I mean, he
certain
needs to be
things-
careful what he says, because a lot of countries are starting to deny entry.
Yes.
They're starting to deny entry based on what you say. Even the Philippines will stop you from going to certain countries. If you talk bad about that country, they will stop you from going in that country.
Guys, give me a second. We got a special guest on the panel. Would you like Zed to join in the programming?
I mean, she's going to steal the channel anyway, so you can come up. But again, she said, "I want to talk to Ronan." Why do you want to pull up on me?
Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and let these two lovebirds talk.
Oh my goodness! What do you want, Zed? What did I say wrong now? What are you saying I said wrong?
Could you guys hear the music? Because I don't want the music. Let me turn off the music.
Is off.
Okay.
Zed.
Okay. So when I was here last time on one of your shows, I said that Auston doesn't have a mentor. He cannot be mentored, and you attacked me. You claimed that he actually had a mentor.
I don't attack women, so let's use the right usage of words. I don't attack women. So
you attacked me. You didn't physically attack me, but I consider it as an attack. I don't consider it criticism.
A conversation is not an attack, ma'am. I have to say that.
I hope you were.
We can have a civil conversation without each other attacking each other. So I don't attack people like that. So we were having a conversation.
The word, the attack is not the most important word. But the thing is, you guys were, I wish, what's his name? Mr. G could come up, because what he was saying was completely true. Whenever people like me criticize Auston, Ronan was one of the people,
I've never defended that young man, beside for to say that he's making his mistakes online.
Well, the last time I was here, I was on the show. I said that he's not mentorable. I said he's a bad influence. But you kept on saying that he had a mentor, and you guys claimed that what's his name?
Fearless.
Fearless was his mentor, but Fearless actually was on one of his shows saying that he had never.
Do you understand what mentorship is?
Papa, you are trying. I think you have this.
Do you understand what mentorship is?
Yes.
Mentorship is you try to talk to a young man and you try to lead him a certain way by influencing him by experience. Okay. At the end of the day, listen, at the end of the day, a man is a man. He's going to still make the choices he wants to make. If you heard me earlier, I have 5 grown sons. I can tell them all day long which direction they should go. They consult with me, but at the end of the day, they still get to make the decision on which direction they go, even after the information, and I'm their father. So anybody else talking to this young man, he might take the information he might absorb whatever he wants, spits out the rest, and still does whatever he wants to do. It was like somebody was trying to hold Fearless accountable. What do you want him to do? Put him over his knee and spank him when he does not listen.
The problem is Fearless himself said that he had never volunteered to be a mentor. You guys brought that up to defend him. Let's be honest. You only started.
Why am I defending Auston again? I just told you I have.
Let me speak.
I just told you I have 4 grown sons of my own. Why would I be defending somebody that's not even my blood?
Because he was doing. Because before he started saying that, black men were not anyone's preference, you guys were all on his side. But after he said that, black men are not, anyone's preference, now all of the sudden you guys flipped. You even claimed that Auston was standing up for his mom. Like you said, Auston is a role model for all those black boys.
I said in specific, if you really want to know, I said specifically, I'm proud of him for breaking his son-husband bond.
He didn't break it
with his mother. Yes,
I
he did.
said at that time he didn't break it.
Okay, that's your interpretation. You're a feminist. Of course, you're not going to admit that a young man can break his bond with his mother to where he does not become a mother's child, or a mama's boy, as you would say. So do you think Auston is a mama's boy?
I think Auston was raised by a dominating, controlling mom.
But did he break his ties with his domineering mom?
Pardon me?
Do you think he broke his ties with his domineering mother? So you think his mother still controls him?
If not physically, she controls him mentally. He hasn't stood up for her. She is literally.
He has stood up to her. What are you talking about? He did it on a lie.
Did you watch his show in Turkey?
What?
He was in Turkey with his.
You got to turn the background music down. It's hard to hear her with her verbiage. Thanks. Go ahead. Say that again, Zed.
Okay. You're right. I should not be screaming because my accent even gets thicker when I scream. So let me say this: his mom was with him in Turkey, and it doesn't look like she was doing what I'm sure embarrasses him, being on the beach, almost naked, and talking about all kinds of things that you wouldn't think a mom should be talking with her son. So no, he hasn't cut his tie. She still controls him. And I said that because
says you, by your opinion, you think she still controls him.
Yes. And I'm giving you evidence.
And you're entitled to your opinion. I don't think that young man's being controlled by his mother the way he moves at all. But that's your opinion.
I mean, he probably doesn't want his mom to be with him in Turkey, and it was very obvious, but he cannot control her. And she was there telling him who to date, who not to date. That is controlling. And but that's not what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is you guys, Ronnie, you yourself was, standing for him when we criticize him. But now that he has said, he said something you guys do not like him. I
would like for you to go back and find anything where I said that I was 100% with everything that Auston Holleman was doing, because I think I speak very level-headed when it comes to a young man at 25 years old and his actions and holding them accountable for what they do. So you go back and find something where I said his actions and some of the things he did where he was being disrespectful to people in other cultures, I said that was acceptable. But even when the man that challenged him to put his camera down, hold on. Even the man that told him to put his camera down in that other country where he was unaware of what might have been going on in that street, I said he should have listened to that man and put the camera down and not fucking had done anything other than move the fuck along. He wanted to turn around. Okay, go ahead.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Zed. I want you to go ahead and take a crack at Mr. G. Mr. G, Zed, you guys go ahead and talk it out, and we'll get back on here.
No, Mr. G. Mr. G. And I agree, right, Mr. G. We believe that.
Okay. No, Andrew. No. We're not about to have to. We're not about to have a shootout. It's not about that. Just what I wanted to.
Go ahead. Speak your mind.
No. I wanted to add some nuance to what Zed was saying. To kind of help her calibrate. I understand the energy that she may have towards our good brother Ronan, because it can kind of come across, because the same thing has happened to Krusty Uncle Rico, where guys have given back that same energy, because i- at times it can appear as if you are either for or against something, that you're not for or against it because of the position you have on the other end, right? um Zed is a complete 1,000% anti. Is that fair to say? Anti Austin. So whenever she's talking to somebody and you don't exhibit the same 1,000% anti Austin energy, she may and will characterize you as a defender or some shit of that nature, because you're not completely anti. But I think Ronan, at times, in the very sometime in the past, you were not as pronounced in your criticism of Austin as you may seem to be now. So Zed would have taken that as to be defending him. And I remember that whole mentor relationship, mentor conversation. It kind of didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, because the kid is not looking to be mentored. When he comes on here, he's not looking to fellowshipping. He's not looking to network with other people, exchange information as if we are a community. He's just here to use us.
Perfect.
And that's what I was going to say. When I was actually Mr. G, I was on your side, because what I didn't like is the fact that you're not calling out these people too. A lot of the people defend Austin. And let me say something about this 25-year-old thing. There is a difference between immaturity and personality.
Correct.
Me, what I am now, all of you guys, what you are now is just a more mature version of your 25 years old. It is very hard to change. I hate this picture. It's very hard to change personality.
You look very handsome, Zed.
I think this one looks even more.
Yeah, very handsome. Go ahead.
Okay. It is hard to change your personality. So let us talk about his personality versus his immaturity. Right? Could you pull me back?
I can't, man. Oh man.
His personality is very. He thinks he knows better than everyone else, and that will be when he is 50. That will be
Very
the same.
displeasant.
I agree. With
it's gonna be the same thing. Yes, there is the immaturity that when he goes somewhere, he thinks he knows. He thinks he has seen the whole world. That's immaturity. But the fact that he doesn't listen to anyone is not immaturity. And you guys have to criticize that. Stop saying, "Oh no, he's immature. He's immature." It's not 20. When I was 25 years old, I was listening to my cousins. But it doesn't change. I don't think he will change. And the other thing about him, anyways, yes, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you, guys.
No, you can finish your statement. The other thing was what?
His thing with Skylar, the liar. Skylar is a liar, and I hope you guys know that. And Skylar and him, he himself has been selling dreams, right? Austin.
Okay.
Don't you guys think so? I mean, what do you guys think? Because if you watch when he went to Brazil the first time, he made it look like Brazil was like heaven. He was doing that on his own. No one forced him to do that.
Are we talking about Skylar or Austin?
Austin.
Oh, absolutely. Austin was saying that when he was still on TikTok before he became a YouTuber. That was the whole thing that blew him up, was the fact that he said, he's going back to Brazil. No American woman could stand up to what he found out was going on down in Brazil.
And on this issue right here, Zed, I heard you doing an analysis about this whole telling a dream. I did
Yes.
slightly for, I wouldn't say for the first time, but a lot of times, sometimes we do disagree. I didn't really like how you characterize it because you kind of turn it into a like, oh, why they mad at us now? Why they mad at us? And I understand what you were saying, trying to say, but that angle of why they mad at us now, I don't like it. Because I think Austin's criticism, though there is some objective truth to colorism in Latin America that everyone knows. But but we were warning Austin about all this shit. We were telling, hey, slow down, slow down. He's like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to heaven in Brazil. When I get to Brazil, I'm going to heaven. Hey, he's on the beach. He's on the beach. Hey, my niggas. Oh, yeah, get your passport. Get to Brazil right now. So that motherfucker was selling the dream. Then when he got disappointed, he went on run and they're looking for sympathy. Yeah. The nigga was on the beach.
But Papa,
Get your passport.
I can
Get
get
to
You're
you.
breaking
Brazil
up a
right
little bit,
now.
Mr. G.
You're
Mr. G, you're
breaking up.
breaking up just a little bit.
does-
You got digital, just a little bit. I don't know if you're moving around or
Yeah, I didn't get jump back on Wi-Fi. But yeah, I think Austin was the one selling the dream and saying that why they mad at him in this conversation can be misconstrued as if you're trying to defend Austin. But I think Austin has a dream when he tried to flip it around. That thing he sees. And it's a fucking scam.
Mr. G, I think Andrew, am I the only one not listening?
no? He's
He's breaking up
digital.
bad.
No, it's fine.
Hey, Drew, look at your WhatsApp real quick.
Okay.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
When Austin was
On the
saying,
Wi-Fi.
when he made Brazil look like heaven, he had only stayed in Brazil for freaking 2 weeks.
Was he even in Brazil for 2 weeks when he? Okay. I see what you're saying. When he went back, when he moved there, he was only there for 2 weeks.
Hold on, can we pause for the cause for a second?
Yeah.
Drew
We gotta do a disclaimer real quick, man, before we do get into this, man, real quick. Hold on.
Welcome to The Andrew Show, where engaging discussions unfold. Before we begin, please note the following disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by participants, including hosts and guests, on The Andrew Show are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the podcast, its host, or its sponsors. By participating in our live panel discussions, all participants agree to grant The Andrew Show permission to use their likeness, comments, and any other contributions in connection with the podcast, including but not limited to distribution on various platforms and promotional materials. Thank you for tuning in and being part of our community at The Andrew Show. Welcome to The Andrew Show, where engaging discussions unfold. Before we begin, please note the following disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed...
Cut that fluffy ass fucking hair off the top of your fucking head. Maybe what I'm saying is gonna fucking seep through.
Welcome to The Andrew
says
Show.
no or doesn't want something, that's what she means. It's not about being bullying you or telling you what to do. I don't want my motherfucking picture on your fucking show as a thumbnail.
Welcome to The Andrew Show.
God damn it, motherfucker.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I had to play that disclosure, because of, as you guys could hear, that beautiful intro. But go ahead, Zed. We're here to listen to you.
Okay, so if I monopolize the conversation, let me know. But let me say this: when he went to Brazil for 2 weeks, and then he returned, and he started making videos and TikTok, making it look like Brazil was heaven on earth.
Right.
And I wish that time people would have been like, if people were honest, they would have been like, my dear, you were there for like 2 weeks. How would you know? No one, BMT didn't say that. Razor didn't say that. None of the big passport bros say that. What they did is actually the opposite. They started making him the big celebrity among passport bros. But now that he's saying Brazil is racist, all of a sudden they're like, well, you haven't stayed in Brazil long enough to know that. Why is that?
You would have to ask them. I'm not a passport bro.
I don't know. I don't really keep up with Austin that much. Just so happened to.
No, she's just saying. She's just saying.
Yeah, I get it.
You know?
I know she's saying it in that kind of tone, but at the same time, and I think BMT had a panel where he was trying to have Austin come up, and he still wound up, like we said earlier, kowtowing to him and not really pushing his buttons. So we said that's not going to be tolerated. You can't do
BMC's cloud chasing and
right. And that's what we said earlier, Mr. G. A lot of these guys are cloud chasing to where they don't want to offend the guy because they're worried about not having the opportunity to feed off of his subscribership.
I see. I don't see this.
What do you want them to say?
Zed, hold on a second. Zed, this is my problem with, I will say, not just this thing here. I will say with us as a people, as Black people, like, why can't we just have disagreement with people? And it's like, I have disagreement, but you're my brother. We're cool. We still gonna link up. We still gonna work out. But I don't like that shit that you did. I don't like how you said that shit. Why can't people have disagreement and still be like, we cool? Like, you call a motherfucker out. He's not doing it right. That's like two mechanics, having some sort of argument on some science of transmission and shit like that. And like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna build my car like this. And they can still be cool. Why is guy be like, oh, you my enemy now, and then you gotta kiss people's ass, and you wanna play with your and BMT stay cloud chasing, having the salacious. But when he get on there, he doesn't really criticize Austin.
You gotta understand.
The only person that only person that does some criticizing of Austin for real is Paul. Obviously use it. It's Paul, but Paul is still hesitant on going all the way through. The real beef I want to see is travel time with Paul going at Austin and Floyd. When Floyd finally break the gates open, oh boy, that shit gonna be so lovely.
That shit would be
break the gates open.
Paul only started after Austin did something, like Austin told people something, like Austin was attacking Paul. That is when Paul started, being negative against Austin. Before, he was actually one of the defenders of Austin. He even made a video. He even made a video attacking, like he would make, whenever Austin is exposed to be dating, can I say a sex worker or?
Pro.
You can just say pro or mango.
Say pro. You're talking about the chick that he had on the show, Kate.
Pro.
Yeah. Powell would make a video claiming that Austin didn't know that the woman was a pro. I'm like, how would you not know that, the woman you're dating is a pro when she is refusing to be on camera, refusing to... Why is that?
That's crazy. I hear you.
But doesn't Powell make videos doing that? Wasn't he making videos saying that?
After they've had a falling out, he did. But before,
no,
he didn't do anything.
I think Mr. G is my interpreter.
Yeah.
Mr. G,
Zed, you no, actually Zed is kind of right, because I think she's talking about the incident with when Austin had women in his hotel room and he was interviewing these females. It didn't really look too right. It was kind of sketchy because these are in hotels and predominantly areas where there's normally so it did look really sketchy that he was recording these women inside the room. So that's when people start to do their investigation and they start to see, hey, wait a minute, there's a lot of pros here. And not just that, but it so happened, I don't know if this is rumor or not, but it's just things that hear these travel streets that Kate was a 304.
Yeah. And they initially introduced her as his tour guide.
Yeah.
But he was paying her as his tour guide. So
yeah, that doesn't look too good.
I don't know what it is, but he didn't want to say pro. He's called.
So I'm glad you guys are talking about that, because I brought this up before, and this is why this whole space is like full of hypocrisy. I brought that before on another channel. I'm not gonna drop the name, but you guys were talking about him earlier. Supposedly, I guess he's probably in some beef, or Razor was talking about him. But I said that on his panel before. I'm like, so if you're over there, you are with such and such person, a girlfriend, and you're giving me the appearance, oh, look, guys, look how my life has changed. If you
Right.
guys come here, you guys can have this exact same life. Instead of staying in the States frustrated, get you a remote job. Come here, come have this same life, similar life. There's plenty of beautiful, submissive women that you can have a good life with. If you're doing this as a content creator, and this is a paid actress, I said that's a problem. It's like finding out Andre Love Crossing Border. His wife Andrea is not his real wife. They just playing the game. And I've always said it. I said that exact same thing. I'm like, would you guys feel like that's bad if he was doing that? Guys are like, oh no, I mean, YouTube is entertainment. Yeah, motherfuckers got all type of fucking excuses.
Mr. G,
I just don't get this shit.
No, we get it. You have an open mindset and you think out of different areas, and that's totally fine. We do that on the show too, because there are possibilities. Okay, I've seen it with men that are, it's crazy to say this, but they are in relationships with pros. Some try to deny it, but to each his own. I personally don't have nothing against it, but what I do have is the false narrative of showing that, hey, these girls they want you for who you are, but there's a backstory behind a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm not entirely really for. I'm a little bit against that. I think that they need to really kind of tell these people what it is out there, the truth.
We don't have a problem. We shouldn't have a problem with living like that. But it's just when this is why Paul, his channel and his presence in the space, he sort of blew up because he ripped the veil. He ripped the veil, and guys are not being in full disclosure. They're not being fully transparent with the nature of these relationships because that's not what you promote. If you sell it, because the product is this. The product is me and Mike's supposedly girlfriend on your screen. That's the product.
That's kind of true though.
But when that is a fake, it's a fake product.
Absolutely.
This is why you have
that's where the whole theme of selling a dream, meaning a lot of these
selling a dream.
Content creators have 304s and they're pretending that their boyfriend, they're actually in a legitimate relationship, but these guys are actually paying them. That's the whole point of what they were saying with Passport Bros selling a dream of having actual relationships when they were actually paying these girls to be on their shows and in their content.
But here's one thing though with Skylar now. Skylar did fire back at Auston saying that, hey, we're selling dreams, but here's the thing. You're selling dating consultations. So overseas to women that are not even
legitimate people to date.
Legitimate women. They're pro.
You're selling dating advice to knowing how to go and pick up a pro. How is that? How are you demonstrated you had a legitimate woman in any one of these countries besides somebody you paid? So
and
what
you
are
you're grifting, and you haven't showed any solid relationship, and this is why a lot of people have been questioning Auston on his integrity. Like, well, look at the past of these type of women that you're running yourself into. How can you honestly be a dating coach when you have failed results of women being in these foreign countries? Like, that's why people were like, this doesn't make any sense here.
But I think if I was to be asked who is the biggest dream seller, I would say Auston.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I want you guys to go to Auston's channel and then, watch videos from, the oldest to the newest, how you could do that. When he started making videos, Passport Bro videos, like the first 100 or so videos were about Brazil, comparing it to Black American women. And he would almost make it look like, Brazilian women were angels. So he was the one selling, and he had never said on his videos, well, you know what? I went to Brazil because someone told me Brazil was, great. He went to Brazil on his own volition, so he cannot blame that Skylar or anyone else. So
Did Austin ever said who? Because there are a lot of people online. Austin is very much new to this whole thing. Did he ever really give shout out to the person or content creators that influenced them into going? He act like he's like Christopher Columbus of this whole shit. That's why he went and got that damn tattoo on his arm that he tried to cover now.
Damn.
This is my problem with this nigga. He tried to act like he's Christopher Columbus of the passport, bro.
That's why even with his new revelation of him realizing that black men aren't preferred all over the world, any person in the military could have told you that. Had you listened 2 years ago when you started traveling, we could have told you that. You ain't giving us no new discovery.
Did you ever say that to him? Did you ever make a video saying that black men are not preferred everywhere?
But we also have to understand.
We already knew that.
But
because
guys,
you guys make videos talking about how black women are not.
Who's you guys? Don't throw me up in that. Don't say you guys as I'm
y'all passport bros, man.
Yeah, I'm not a passport bro. So be distinctive on when you say things like that. I don't do that.
You and your homies.
Okay, so
hey, Ronan don't like that shit, man.
Hey, but you know what I know?
No, stop. I just want to say one thing, and Fearless brought it up.
Get it off your chest.
You would say that brothers like us say we hate black women when we don't, but yet and still you're openly admitted to hating black men and only wanting to date white. So you're a contradiction when you say these things. When you say we hate black women, but yet and still you're adamantly telling people not to date black men, to go and find white men.
No,
and all
I'm
these
not
other
gonna.
things.
I'm not gonna let this be. I'm gonna go to what Mr. G was saying. You know, beautiful.
She ain't taking the bait.
But I'm not taking the bait.
It's not bait. That's actually what you said.
That's how you say. Huh?
That's actually what you said.
I will continue calling you black women haters because you have proved yourself to be black women haters, and
that's absolutely
the fact
incorrect.
that you guys think sleeping with us is very degrading to us. There is nothing so offensive.
What about that degrading to a black?
Hold on for a second, guys. Zed, question. What did Ron say that was degrading to black women?
That's what I'm still lost.
Just you, I mean, this is the whole thing.
Yeah? What did I say?
All of you guys are black women haters, but that's okay. That's another topic.
We've had black women on panels. We allow you to come on panels.
You are a black man. Are you a black man?
What?
Are you a black man?
Absolutely.
So how can you say that having a black person on a panel means you like black person? Nazis have black, white supremacists have black women on their panel. That doesn't mean you.
I wouldn't know that. I don't go into into Nazi.
But they do. I didn't ask you that.
How would you know that?
Because Pearly Thing has that. The Pearly Thing is a white.
You frequent Nazis and white supremacist panels. That you know that for a fact.
I do not. I'm not like you guys.
Yeah, let's not get lost.
Why would you say something like that openly, and you've never been on a panel to even verify the fact that you're saying it?
Okay,
Zed, I think you may be
overstepping.
I don't think you're using the right vocabulary, but yeah, I think in this space, Ronan, to be honest with you, if you look at the manosphere, red pill spaces, they're right leaning. We know the rhetoric.
Right. But here's the thing, Mr. G. Are you a veteran? You know you're a veteran.
Yes, sir.
We call it straight down the middle. It ain't no one way or another. There's a right way to do things.
And to be honest,
as a veteran, hold on. As a veteran, we're taught to do what? Leave
something
better. Listen, let me finish what I'm saying. We're taught to leave things better than the way we found them and do no harm, as we're taught to travel. We go on with briefs. We understand the economy. We understand the
culture
of the people, the culture. We actually acclimatize certain areas before we go into those areas. So you're not going to tell me that I went through years of military training, traveled all over the world, and all of a sudden I just changed my opinion on how I travel and how I move and how I advise people. You're not going to sit here and tell me that because I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, guys.
yeah, let's. I don't want to.
Here's the thing. Let's kind of move on to a different subject.
Yeah.
I just think it's just things are just being misinterpreted.
Exactly.
Like for instance,
I think
like,
Zed meant crossing paths, not really getting out.
I don't necessarily pick on black women, but
I think it maybe because
I talk about Western women. Like if they're doing something now, I put them all as a whole.
The thumbnails you guys use, that when the thumbnails you guys use when you're talking about the women doing something nice.
Right now.
Oh, which one we're talking about here?
So
you're talking about the AI generated thumbnails, I think.
I want to talk about something Mr. G talked about. I'm not here to to debate you guys. So
well, you're up here. I mean, you said you had a grievance
about selling dreams. There was this guy. There is this guy named El Guapo.
El Guapo. Yeah, he's the Air Force.
Yeah, Beautiful Lies.
Yeah, Beautiful Lies.
Yeah, Beautiful Lies. He once made a video. I think a response to his critics. I think. Can I send it to you?
You can send the link in the private chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me
go ahead and do so.
To you.
To your point. Why are you bringing him up? To your point.
In that video, he made it look like passport bros were living, like if you go to Philippines, you're gonna live in a 5-star hotel, having your own maid, driving.
Now
that is
Zed, before I play this, is there any music that's copyrighted or anything of that sort?
No, it's a Waco's video.
It's like a short, or is it a whole video?
Well, I want.
Okay. I see what
I think it's probably a video. I think he was in either Brazil or on vacation.
Give us a timestamp on where we need to be at before he has to go through that whole thing.
You can start it from the beginning because I mean, if you
it looks clean.
Before you play that, hold on. Before you play that, we're kind of getting off the topic of what we're here for today.
No, but it's about selling the dream, right?
Okay. No, that's not what.
Okay. All right. Let's
go ahead.
Let's just play. Let's just see what she has. Whatever.
El Guapo, Gabito.
Here. Listen, y'all, they got me jacked up, and if y'all could cash at me and help me out, I'd appreciate it. So I can't lie, man. I've been capping like all the rest of the passport bros, yo. Like
I've seen this one.
I ain't really got it like that, yo. And look at what they did to me here, man. I can't even stay in this room, yo. It's so bad, yo, because I ain't had no money. Let me show you what's going on, man. They got me all the way.
See, I don't think Zed understands sarcasm.
Yeah, he was trolling.
Crazy.
I don't think she understands.
Hold on, guys.
Hold on. I already seen it. We already seen it. But go ahead. I want you to watch it. But he's being sarcastic. She doesn't understand.
So what's your
I understand that.
Hold on, Rod. Hold on.
It offends me because he thinks I don't understand sarcasm. I understand the sarcasm. The sarcasm is that what he's trying to say is that passport bros are not broke. Like
yeah.
And to your point, is he incorrect? Is he wrong? Is he wrong?
He is wrong.
So a lot of passport bros are broke and they're traveling all over the world.
I don't like when I'm like looking at just me because I'm looking at myself, talking to myself.
You're not.
So Zed, hold on a second. Ronan, what she's trying to say is that the brother is advertising that because he's saying passport bro, so that can be generalized as to mean every passport bro that's traveling, they comfortably travel and live like that kind of a thing. I know he's trolling.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit trolling, but I think what Zed is saying is that the brother is trolling to supposedly said, "Oh, look at us! They thought we were broke, but when we travel, we live like this." But not everybody actually get the life that get to actually live this lifestyle.
Okay, but Minister G, can we fairly say that and no disrespect to you, Zed, but I don't think you kind of understand sarcasm. You know what I mean? Because the guy,
Zed got it.
But my guys, I literally. Sarcasm is not a language thing. He is being sarcastic. He's saying that, what? I mean, he's saying he's broke, but he's showing, a 5-star hotel.
He's being tongue in cheek.
Right.
Mr. G, do I not understand what's going on?
No, you understand that, but to be honest, yeah, I think the guys thought you didn't understand, but we get it. But I'll be honest with you, Zed. Zed had a falling out with me over when I was literally trolling. They thought I meant it seriously.
I do not troll. I don't know. You could
started
say
big beef with me.
anyone who uses the
Mr.
word
G, you're blind. You're
consider
Ben. You're black. You're black from now. I'm like, oh my God, I was just.
She did the same thing with me. She says I hate black women.
Yes, I do. But
yeah, we know.
let's not talk about that. But what I want, can I finish about El Guapo? Let me finish up. I
keep jumping around. The topic was about Austin and Skylar. Now we're already over to El Guapo. What is your?
No. We were talking about the black women hating kind of thing, and I think this is a good one. Yeah, hold on a second, Zed. I think because what she's driving at is there are a segment of brothers, content creators in the space. Their content is more of a gender war travel content.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that El Guapo is selling dreams because the reason El Guapo was living like that in Philippines is because he is a YouTube content creator. The average passport bro is not living like that in Philippines. They are selling dreams.
Some of them are actually living better.
Yeah, they are.
That was a hotel room. I know some guys that are renting condos.
Yeah, you're reading into this too much, Zed. You know what you said, there's some truth to it, but it doesn't have to be verbatim. You know, I think I see what he's showing, the trolling, both in what he said. What he said is people live pretty comfortably, and there are some people that get they have something more luxurious than what he got. But not everybody's living like that, obviously. Everybody falling in their package. Maybe you are in the Gerello package. Maybe you are in the Floyd package. Maybe you are in the Ronin 10-star package. Maybe you are in the Fearless 15-star package. So everybody fall in between where they may and according to their pockets.
Okay, we got Fearless in the building, man. Fearless.
Hey, brother, how y'all doing? It's hot in Texas, and y'all show is hot. Man, let's get it on.
Man. Yeah, man.
Hey, I do have one question. You know, I'm never here to take over the show, but
no. Grace us with your presence, brother. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Zed, you always say that we don't like black women. Can you please tell me or expand on that? And when you say women is plural. Are you talking about a woman or women? Because that's different.
I will not answer this because I'm not here to take over the show. The show.
What the hell? You just took over the show for the last 35 minutes. You can't ask
and you went on my buddy Black Man Travels channel, and you told him his wife isn't even black.
I did. Yes, I did.
So what? You don't expand on that. What makes you the race dictator to tell people who is black and who isn't?
Are you black, Fearless? Are you black today? Because you are black whenever when it is.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, this guy.
You tell me if I'm black.
I thought I believe you are black, but you say sometimes you say you're not black. Sometimes
no. So I said, hold up, Zed. I said that since I was raised, I am 50. So I'm not part of the young crowd. When I raised, there was no such thing as, oh, you're mixed, you're this. I grew up in a black neighborhood. All my family is black. 95% of the women I date is black. When the police pull my black ass over, they say I'm black.
Okay.
I need to know why I'm not black. Why you're blacker than me.
I think you are black. I never said you're not
okay.
black.
Why is Black Man Travels' Dominican girlfriend not black? See, this is where the issue comes in. Y'all say, oh, you're not black. And then when he says, my wife is black, you say, no, she's not. I don't understand.
And Fearless, Zed. No, hold on a second. The problem is, Zed, I think you kind of end up, you push so hard that you sometimes kind of end up putting your foot in your mouth. And it's not just you. It's the female populace, the detractors of guys that travel. Whenever they travel, you could have a black African wife from Sudan. Y'all saw them South Sudan players, right? Y'all know how dog they are. You could have one from Sudan. If you said to a group of black women or a group of online people, online females, oh yeah, my wife is from overseas, yada yada. Oh, you're a self-hating black man. They automatically assume. And this is the thing. It shows the true hate people have for daring to step outside of this specific environment that we're currently in the United States, of going somewhere else. People are so quick to like make you of oh, you hate yourself as a black man, or that's because you hate black women kind of a thing. So I think, Zed, even though you may have a point because there are some brothers who are a bit colorist, but I think you are so either, I don't know, so obsessed with it, or you go so hard with it that even if a person have a black South Sudanese wife, you probably will be quick to say, oh, she's not black, without even knowing.
Please.
But let her answer my question. So Zed, first of all, Zed, hold up. Let me do this because she never answers. Let's start off. Are Dominican women black? That would be the first question.
Black Dominican women are black. For example,
wait, what did you say? You said Dominicans are black?
Black Dominican women are black, just like black American women are black.
So what? All right, so hold up, let's stop that. So is my wife a black Dominican woman?
Oh, your racist wife? Absolutely not.
So what makes her not black?
Did she just call your wife racist?
I mean, come on. Let's not talk about. I have told you not to bring up your wife.
No, you're saying that she's not black. So because the premise is you just said Dominicans are black. I'm married to a Dominican, but she's not black.
There are white Dominicans. I mean, if you look at their.
So hold up. If you see my wife, does she look white? Does she look white?
Let's interfere. Let's intervene. Here's the problem we have here. What we need to understand that Dominican, it's a mixed society. My wife's father is black, and the mother, she's a mix of black, white, and stuff. And my wife came out black, out looking white, but she's a black woman. Her father is black, and she has a brother who looks. Hold on. She has a brother who looks black. They don't even look like brothers. Doesn't make her black. We need to get out of this nonsense, honestly.
That's true.
Let's just ask this. If the police,
very interesting.
If the police stop my wife, would they say she's white?
Of course not.
So that means she would be considered black. So Zed, you said I do not like black women. We just established that my wife is a black Dominican.
Is not black Dominican.
So she's not black.
Listen, Zed. A person well established. Hold on.
Don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me.
I don't need to talk to you. It's fine. Let me talk to Phyllis.
Oh man, what happened, Zed? What you got a beef with the brother, with the good brother Strictly?
No, here's the thing about Zed. If you're gonna agree with her,
on some YouTube channel and claim that I look down on black people. I look down on other Africans.
You do not like black men, Zed. You said it.
The channel is all about. Hold on. You planning to put the channel together, compelling black women to date white men? Should I support you? Hell, fucking no. Of course not. But here's the problem. No. Here's the thing with you. If someone doesn't agree with you, you have a problem.
I don't like.
And I don't have to agree with you on all things. I'm sorry. If you're wrong, I will call you out. And
that's something.
That initiative doesn't make any damn sense. You know, and that is it.
Stop. Let me tell them what you did. I didn't talk about whatever I always talk about, and you jumped in and said that I am Ethiopian, and Ethiopians look down on other Africans. Ethiopians do not.
Which is true, and which is true, and I will say that again.
That's me. Have I ever? I mean, I literally have
said, just like Dominican, you are the product of your environment. And it's embedded. It's embedded on your DNA. You didn't grow up in the United States, so it doesn't matter how much you try to change it. You still have the streak from
this
to
guy
birth that will not change. I can hear it when you talk. I've dated Ethiopian. I know exactly how they think.
Oh shit! Not somebody diagnosing you, Zed, the way you be diagnosing us. Oh my
The
god!
only reason I have a baby. Hold on. The only reason I have a baby with an Ethiopian woman is because I have cash. If I didn't have any money, she would go after a white guy, and that's how you guys proceed. You guys don't even want to admit that you are black. I know.
You literally say
No,
that.
I am not. I am not. It doesn't matter what you say. I know myself. It doesn't matter. Okay, I am. Okay, I am. So what? Okay, I am. So what? Now, okay.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Okay, but let's face it. I mean, you get mad because I call you out. Ethiopian, you are the most racist part in Africa. You are racist. You guys call other African.
I am pro-African. You, on the other hand, went on Peso's channel and you said that you will not date your own women from Congo because you don't find them attractive. That is how.
What's wrong with that?
Which is true. I don't find them attractive. I don't. What's wrong with that? That's my choice. I do not find them attractive.
You don't date your own race. You date
I do
white
not
men.
find them attractive.
But she dates white men, so why would she be calling you out for not dating your own women when she doesn't date her own men?
Correct.
I used to. That's all I used to date. I used to date black men.
So hold up, Zed. If I say that I used to date black women, that's all I used to date. And then I find that they crazy, just like you say, black men are crazy. Why are we the same? What would be wrong?
I know you guys are obsessed with dating, but let me tell you, a person can date white people only and still be pro-black.
Really? They can.
They can. A person can date only black people and still be.
That's what I was telling you guys.
So Zed, is it me? I want to ask Zed, is it me or my wife that don't like black people?
Well, my dear, the only person who told us your wife was racist is you. I have been telling you to stop.
So I'm racist. I just need to know I'm racist.
You cannot be racist. You're a black person. You cannot be racist against.
So she's not a black person.
She's not, and she's racist. And
She's,
the one.
But hold up now. Hold up. Let's do this. She's a racist. She's a racist, but she married a black man. How the hell that? She don't like black people, but she married a black man, Zed. You just said I'm black.
You can make black and sleeping with black people is not a big deal. We don't turn racists into non-racist.
Well, Zed, if we have a child, is she going to hate her child because her child's going to be a Negro?
I mean, I don't know what your child is going to be. I'm not like you. My sister is married to a white person, a white man, and her child, I don't consider them black because they don't look black. For me, race.
So it matters how they look.
Okay, so now you got me in it.
If they don't have nappy hair, so if they don't have nappy hair, they're in black. That's what you're trying to say in other words, right?
Guys, can we go back to the topic we're talking about? And you guys know I'm expert on Auston's psych, so we can talk about Auston's psych.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Auston, and let's talk about this. Zed, from what I've heard from Auston and the shows that he's on, he doesn't say he doesn't like black people. He said, this is exactly what he says. It's not the color, it's the culture. So the culture of the United States and the black women in this culture make it very difficult. But he could go to another culture where the women are just as dark and be happy. So is that what you have a problem with?
Because maybe because I do not listen to just one. When they are forced to talk. When he talks about African women, even though he has been there for a long time, he never talks about how beautiful they are. Or
Zed, when you talk about African American men, even though you've been here for a long time, you never say anything good.
Could you? I mean, let me finish. Then you could criticize me.
Okay.
When he's talking about African women, he always uses them to attack Black American women. So he doesn't bring them up like, when he's talking about, the most beautiful women, or if he's talking about the most beautiful women, he's talking about Latinas, he's talking about, Asian women, that he never brings up Africans. But when he wants to attack Black American women, then he will bring African women. So he doesn't like Black women. And the truth is, he said that, he was hitting on this Black Brazilian and she didn't want to talk to him. So the guy asked him, could you show me her picture? And he showed the picture. And the guy is, he's a Latino man. He's like, that's not a Black woman. So he calls them Black women Black, which I find offensive. When you call them Black women Black, you are trying to replace us. So I find that,
Okay. So let's do the same exact thing that you just said about Austin. You live in America and you don't like African Americans. You never bring up African Americans and say they're handsome. The only type of African Americans that you talk about are people like Jay Rillo, and you use him as an example. So the exact same thing that Austin does to Black American women is the exact same thing you do to Black American men.
Okay.
So you both are the same. So I'm not understanding why you're angry at your twin. You're just twins.
No, that's good. But because I really do not want to talk about me. Let's talk about Austin.
Well, why do you say you don't want to talk about you when you go on your show and talk about me? You talk about BMT. You talk about Andrew. You talk about everyone else.
Well, on my this is not the panel to talk about Zed. This is the panel to talk about
not necessarily. When you come up on this show, whoever's on the panel can get it.
Yes, and I think I am fine. But now I think Styles King has been here. He hasn't talked, and Social Loner has been here. He hasn't talked. So go ahead, guys.
She's asking for mercy, guys.
Oh,
so
we
give her.
already know this.
I think Mr. G has this delusion that I am like losing argument. I do not. I'm not. I rarely lose argument to you guys because you guys are.
Of course not. Of course you don't.
My sister, my dear sister, listen. See what happened? I said a super chat. I said never go fully retarded, and you probably don't know that movie reference, but it's
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder.
Don't go full retard.
Google it. Never go fully retarded. This is what happened. You went fully retarded on this whole. Oh, they wanna date. They wanna date these white women and pass them for white. And I had a conversation with you because I thought you were being a bit extreme. I'm like, so you mean they're dating women that look like Jennifer Lopez? And they're saying, what women? So I was giving reference to skin tone. I could have sworn you say, yeah, Jennifer Lopez. I'm like, what? You mean like Andre Loving Crossing Borders trying to pass his wife as a Black woman, which I think was a bit extreme. But I do think not everything that Fearless, that exchange he had just had, I don't agree with everything he said. But the fact that you've gone so far fully retarded, it makes it very hard for me to even like really come through and try to defend you because you go fully retarded with it. Never go
Next
fully
nigga
retarded.
say something while I'm talking is getting shot.
You guys have this delusion that I'm trying to get you guys to defend me. The only reason I am kind of positive with you is you and I agree on some issues. That is the only reason. But I am very comfortable with my definition of race. And mind you, my definition of race is not just me. Austin had a Venezuelan girl, and he asked her, how is Blackness race defined in Venezuela and the rest of Latin America? And she said, it is about how you look. It's not whether your dad or your mom or your Andrew. If you want, I could send you that video.
Is it PG-13?
What was that? Here's the issue. Zed, I'm going to challenge you on that.
So
Zed, hold up. I'm going to challenge you on that because the issue is I had a show that said, I forgot the name. It was like, I'm not Black, I'm Dominican. When I had Dominican people come onto the show and say the exact same thing that you just said, they got pushed back. They said, oh, you don't know who you are. You don't know you're Black. And I said, well, in DR, they go by their skin color. Yes. You're blanco, moreno, negro, and they don't look at it like, oh, I'm Black, like African American. and everyone said they were wrong. So I'm confused. Is it that you can define race, or
why
can
do you
other
want
people define race? Who defines race?
But this conversation, you guys are having two complete. There's a conversation within that conversation you just had, right there. What you just said, right there, fearless. But there's another conversation that Zed is having, and I feel like I just said, she goes fully hyperbolic on everything, and she just thought her own point because she got. I don't know if it's just she just has so much venom to just demonize these guys, us guys, that she ended up fucking up her own point because there's a conversation to have with is black meaning like the ethnicity of
from now
African
on,
American
please
ADOS.
just make
Hold
a
on,
point.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have 3 new panelists, and you
Yeah.
guys have been monopolizing the conversation. I think
That's
Social
about to say
Learner
that.
was first, Style King is next, and then Nakmizi are the newest people on the panel. So Social Learner,
Yeah.
go ahead, pick up the conversation from whichever angle you want
Social
to go.
Learner,
Whether
Floyd's biggest supporter.
it be Auston Holleman versus the Skylar thing, or this conversation that we're having now. Social Learner, go ahead. We'll give you a couple minutes.
Thank you, Ron. I was just about to say that. Thank you.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
I'll start King to go first because I'm trying to formulate some of my thoughts.
Okay, go ahead, Style King. You're up.
What's happening?
What's going on, brother?
Man, y'all going crazy on this panel, man. Salute to everybody on the panel. Salute to the chat. I just had a couple of things that I wanted to say. Like, I pretty much feel like a lot of these guys are scammers. Most of these guys are scammers that everybody pays attention to. I guess that's the thing that draws y'all to watching their channel. Like y'all donate to them people, y'all watch their every move, y'all report on everything they do. That's why I don't even know what y'all talking about when y'all talk about it, because I know that they scammers. So like I used to watch some of their channels, but once I realized that it's really lame, they lame, most of them. Why would I subscribe to it and make them make more money to make me look bad as a black man? So
facts.
Anybody got something to say about that?
All right, we got Nakneezy in the building. What's up, man?
What's good, y'all? How's everybody?
My favorite AD and my favorite FBA brother, my favorite Freeman. Let's go.
Who's this? White left?
What's your take on the passport war that was supposed to happen between Austin and Skylar, man? What was your take on it?
Oh, I don't know about that. Apparently, was there any straightening that I got to do on this panel? Was somebody up here talking shit about something?
I mean, unless you heard it for yourself. Brother. You take it from there. It's on you.
Oh, nah, because I got a message from one of my brothers saying like, yo, this so-called fight ain't happening. I don't know if somebody put this in the air or whatever.
It was 4 hours before the live was supposed to happen. I guess Skylar had told Austin that he wasn't going to do the live because Austin was messing around with the thumbnail. Even though Skylar was going to go on the show, Austin had changed the thumbnail to calling Skylar a con artist, which he didn't appreciate, even though he was willing to go on his show, on his panel. So then he called it off. And Austin didn't call it off. He just let everybody run with it until the live came out and said, oh, by the way, Skylar's not going to show up because of these things.
All right, so I'm not going to waste y'all time. I thought this was about the fight between me and Yoga. So I'm hearing in the
that was called off last night.
Yeah, I heard about that. Well, I heard you.
Tell me, how did y'all hear about it? So
I heard it on Razor Rays last night, or actually early this fucking morning when I woke up.
Yeah,
I heard Razor Rays was online.
Did they tell you the reason?
No, they did not. But they leaned it towards it was something on you, not on Yoga.
Of course they would. Of course they would. Anyone who has half a brain knows that I will beat the absolute dog poo out of Yoga. All right. I'm tired of playing these games with this dude. I got time that I gotta invest in preparing for a fight. This dude has zero paperwork ready. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get on the panel, we can discuss it. We can, but that dude is unstable. So I ain't messing with no clown to do that. He tried to turn it into me working for him and all this other shit, trying to pay me to comment on his fight with somebody else. The issue was weight and rounds, like what number of rounds and what minute rounds. So said
Did you
I'm
guys
doing
have a
3
catch weight already set up? Y'all had a catch weight set up, or no? Or
He,
was this going to be
well, he
whatever?
was trying to get me. No, we never really agreed. But he was trying to get me down to 185, and I walk around to 225.
Oh.
And then he tried to make it 3-minute rounds. So what he was going to try to do was weight drain me.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, come on. So I'm like, that shit ain't gonna work, right? So then it got to a point where I'm like, look, you know, I'm not budging on the 2-minute rounds. You know what I'm saying?
He trying to pull a Tank Davis on you?
Exactly. He tried to do it with Tank Davis. So I said, look, how about this? I'll do your 3-minute rounds, but I'll fight you at 200 pounds then. I'm not going down to 185, 190 for that. So he didn't speak to me for a week. So I'm like, all right, whatever, right? So then he calls me out the blue and says, yo, I already found somebody else. He said that he was fighting a YouTuber named Just Torrell. I didn't bring this name out the air. Y'all can Google it. Just Torrell is some fighter from the UK who also can't fight, by the way. But he's got like 10 fights. He's like, yeah, we already found another replacement. Because when I told him I'm not negotiating on the 2-minute rounds, he called me and said, I guess you ain't gonna be fighting me then. I said, I guess not. So then that was that. Then he called me back with the offer to commentate. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. How much? He was like, I'll pay you 200. Then after 5 days, I'm like, he trying to turn me into Howard Cosell so that he can throw. Oh, he fight. He working for me type of shit. So I said, nah. I'd rather punch you in the face than comment on your fight. So either we fighting or not. So then this weird ass dude calls me at 3:00 in the morning. I don't answer. He calls me 4 p.m.
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly. And he does that to everyone. He called me at 3:30 in the morning twice, and then I didn't answer. So I said, yo, I'm sleeping, bro. What's up? So then he called me for something this afternoon. Obviously, he was sort of recording a phone call or some shit. He was like calling me by my name, and then he was like, yo, you know, I spent money for this. I'm like, Yoga, before you asked me to co-host your event, you already supposedly paid for the venue. So don't try to put this like I made you spend all of this money. You've been trying to act like you a promoter. So he was like, well, let's not play semantics. I'm talking about the fight. I'm like, we never even discussed the particulars of the fight. You talking all this shit for a year and we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. You got all these delusions of grandeur, but then he don't have no receipts. So anytime he gets on the platform, say, yo, just show us the contract. The only thing he's gonna show you is me saying, yeah, I'll commentate for your fight for 200. Then I said, I had to change it up. Like, man, I ain't commentating on this dude's fight because I want to punch him in the face. What he'll try to do is like, yeah, you working for me now. But anyway, that's the long and short of it. Y'all know how I get down with these hands. Oh, he tried to shame. He's like, you have no integrity. You scared that people gonna jump you in Pattaya. I'm like, bro, I'm not scared of anything but heights and sharks, and neither one of y'all is that. So that's that. Back to this topic because I didn't want to hijack anybody's shit. But thank you for giving me time to do that. Was y'all talking about blackness? Or what is y'all talking about? Except the sky, I don't know about that.
Okay. Damn, where were we, Ron?
Hold on for a second. Knack. We appreciate that insider information, bro.
Yeah,
because
sure.
you know the rumors have been flying, and I'm glad you cleared it up. Now, if Yoga says it somewhere else, and he gives his side of it, and we can put the two together and try to figure it out. But at the end of the day,
then ask him for the receipt.
Yours is more believable to me because at 220. Yeah. He should have known if he was fighting at anywhere from anybody that's a fighter should know this. There should be either a catch weight or you're going to fight him straight up and it don't matter about the fucking weight.
Yeah,
exactly. I told him we could do doghouse rules.
There was no catch weight. And why would you wait over a year to start talking about a catch weight? Like
exactly.
You have time to do that shit.
I told him, I said, yo, we could do doghouse rules. If y'all familiar with Floyd Mayweather's gym, no rounds. We just go in there, 2 men step in the ring, and then 1 step out. But he's on some like, yeah, we're gonna do this. I said, man, stop playing with me, man. He was telling people
2-minute rounds is a benefit. You don't have to exert yourself for 3 rounds. 2-minute rounds are a give me. That's a
hold on, and that's my point.
Hold on for a second, Nat. What started this whole shit? Because it seemed like y'all been beefing for a while. Well, y'all.
Well, what happened was I debated Richie Mack online, right? It was such a flawless victory in that debate, brother, that he deleted the live. He deleted it. There were like 2,000 people watching, and it went how it went. And shout out to Richie Mack, but he deleted that live. Yoga jumped on towards the end of it, talking about, yeah, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. I'm like, yo, you talking greasy, homie. I know you trained. Let's fight. So then he said, okay, we'll fight. But the thing is, he tried to turn it from a fight into a fight promotion. So he got away from the original thing, which is me wanting to put hands on him. I went to Pattaya, right? I went to every single bar that I thought he was going to frequent. You can speak to Dante from Golden Tiger if he ever pulls up. He can confirm. I put an APB out on Yoga in Pattaya. On Razor's channel, we were live.
You were going live. You were going live. He was in the taxi saying he was going to pull up, and he never did.
Oh,
exactly.
Shit.
And I showed where I was. I showed me preparing for him to come. We were live. He said, yo, I'm pulling up now. And he was there because he was speaking to a taxi driver. And then he gets lost at KFC where there's no KFC. So I'm like, yeah, capping. But now he has these. That's how it started, brother. So that's the long and short of it. I'm not going to allow anyone to weight drain me because I don't have time to train for a 3-minute fight. Those are pro rules. He's trying to be the new one championship. And like, yo, I'm a father with a whole fucking family. Like, I ain't got time for that shit.
Right.
So back easy. Is this fight going down with you and Yoga? What? It's been like what, 3 years?
Now check this out. Ronan, did you not ask me last week, do you want to promote the fight?
Yeah.
What did I say? I said, nope. Remember that?
Yeah.
And that right there is proof positive. That wasn't trying to promote no shit.
Yeah, he came on the panel and he said, I don't even want to talk about it right now. So because we gave him time to actually promote. And you said,
I did it. Right, and thank you for that. I said nope, because I knew it was going in a way that it didn't need to go. So he said he's still fighting. But I ain't got time to be wasting time with this dude flying 10 hours so that I can watch some fucking amateur get his ass beat. But if he's gonna, and I told him, I said, look, stop looking for excuses to not fight me. I said, because nobody cares about you fighting some cab driver. They want to see me and you get down. But he was so happy when I said, I'm not fighting 3-2. He's like, well, I guess you ain't fighting then. And then he said, yeah, I found somebody else, which is just Terrell. So his confidence.
It's a lame excuse to try to get somebody to do a catch weight a year and a half after the fucking initial fight's been established.
But this been like 3 years, right? It's been like 3
right.
years.
I know it's been, but you know, Magnesi, listen, NYC.
Man go at it. That's
NYC. You know, Knack is at 220. You know, Yoga probably about 180 at his best. You know what I'm saying? If there wasn't a catch weight discussed a year and a half, 2 years ago to give Knack even time to lose weight, you know he's going to be at a disadvantage if he had to lose weight to catch.
I'll be honest,
Yoga,
but I'm tired of waiting for this fight, man. I'm just tired.
Exactly. Don't worry about it. But yo, Ronan, check this out. There's some people that have my actual phone number, right? And on there, I upload my status every week. I'm at 202 pounds right now.
Damn.
202. So I went from 225 to 202, and quiet as kept. Mother's Day, I put a video on my channel called Work. It was like maybe a couple of minutes me hitting the pads with a Mob Deep shirt on. But I've been
watching your training videos. I've been watching.
Right, now check this out, Ronan. At the end of that round, I injured my fucking leg. So I didn't train from Mother's Day all the way to Father's Day. And I just got back on it. But I'm ready. And y'all are the first people I'm telling that to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So, because I was going to tell him that I had an injury because I'm back at it. 202, getting busy. But this dude just was looking for an out. But I don't even want to talk about this clown ass dude. He asked me like, all I ask you is please don't talk down on my promotion, which is why I didn't promote it, but I didn't say anything negative about it. Because I told him, I said, yo, I ain't fighting you, but I'll go there and watch it, but I'm not commentating. I said, I'll pay for you know, the VIP seats So today he's like, "Don't come to my fight. You can't see there. You can't come." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, dude." I said, when I meet you, I'll punch you.
Hey, the gate is the gate. You want money or not? If you're charging to get people in the room, it shouldn't matter who the fuck shows up.
Hey, yo, I'll beat BMT up for free. I'll beat BMT up that big rat for free. That big passport, bro.
That could be an undercard fight right there.
For free. For free.
That's an undercard fight right there.
YouTube, on YouTube for free. A traveling man beats up a passport bro king.
Oh Lord.
Stomps him in the
Yo, anytime Yoga comes on, just ask him for
all passport bros.
All passport
bros. King wants all the smoke, guys.
All passport bros love me. You know what I'm saying? They love
He wants all the smoke, guys.
I definitely want the smoke. I ain't ran from. They getting hard by the minute. So they getting tough. These passport bros are tough now. They hard now, man.
Hey, there's an available ring. Right now. There's an available ring on Halloween. So hey, if anybody's got any grievances,
tell BMT to be down in
it's time to get it all out right now.
Let me land my plane on this, fellas, because I gotta go back to sleep. Let me land my plane.
All he need is whiskers on his nose. He'd be a rat.
All right,
yo, hold on, NYC King, check this out. Someone said I'm not fighting unless there was money involved. Homie, I'm 50 years old. You think I'm gonna put up my pound of flesh for free? I said, let's shoot the hands for 10,000. He's talking over that because I said he told me, he's like, yeah, I got a knockmeasy1@gmail.com email, right? I said, yo, send me the contract. He never sent any contract. He just uses it to troll. I said, we'll fight for money. Yo, brother, you said he talking about BMT, brother. Let me finish, man. You must be drinking tonight, bro. Chill out.
Nah, I'm in Manhattan in the truck. But go ahead.
All right, no doubt. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. So, of course, I'm going to fight for money. I want to knock that dude out and have a free vacation off of it. I'm not going to fly all the way to another country to meet some random weird-ass dude to fight him for free. So I said, we can give the money to a trusted person, and I know who that trusted person was gonna be, but he never talked about the money. He was like, yo, I'm saying you could be profit sharing, and like, yo, bro, you from the South, bro. There ain't no way you gonna pull the wool over a Brooklyn dude, man. Put that shit in writing or each several dicks, man, straight up.
I know what you're saying, Magni, but just for the chat, I haven't had a drink in 9 years.
Okay? That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right.
All right, Nat, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you coming up, Nat.
Peace, brothers.
That information is golden. So y'all can run that back on anybody's channel that get that. Nat is giving his side of why the fight is off versus the rumors that were out.
Clip that up.
Yeah, y'all need to clip that up.
If my clip is out there, y'all could clip that up. Definitely.
That fight ain't never been on.
But
I'm gonna call back in on my laptop.
Yoga ain't gonna fight you, Magnesia. He ain't gonna fight you.
All right. So Social Learner, are you ready to chime in now? Because you were next up before NYC Kings.
Before you get to that,
go ahead, Andrew.
Social Learner, I just want to say this real quick. I just put up a vote, guys. So you guys make the decision. It's right there in the comment section. Who would win a fight between Nat Measy and BMT? Go ahead.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. You need to change that to NYC.
You can change that to NYC. I'm game for that. 47 a day. Shit, we can fight in the garbage.
Add NYC in there.
NYC said, nah,
a three-way.
Man. Yeah. We gotta have to do a show on Razor. Just like I did with the big boy.
TLC match, fatal three-way.
Hey, Drew, we're good with BMT. We might be able to arrange that with NYC and BMT on the channel to get that going.
We can do that.
We're just on the channel the other day.
You see how I silenced him on his own channel? He got to cut me out because he couldn't hang.
Hey, that's why I'm the referee, man.
All right.
Talking about I left when he cut me out. He muted me.
Social, you got something, man? Are you good? Can you chime in now? Or are you still thinking back there?
I'm just sitting here laughing my ass off.
I know it's entertaining, right?
It's quite entertaining. I've been watching. I watched several of the Passport Bros and the people in this kind of sphere, and there's an implosion that's happening, and I'm here for it. Awakening of some of the people that watch the shows, people getting caught in their bullshit, the frauds, everything that's happening. It's
And you know what? My brother, there's got to be an opposing side, and I'm that opposing side, all by myself. There's got to be an opposing side to the Passport Bros. And I'm going
man, come on, Kings. Why you hate the
after
Passport Bros
breakfast,
so much,
after
man?
dinner, after lunch, I'm going dead at the Passport Bros. Because Andrew, sometimes you with them and sometimes you're not. You like you flipping flop. I can't call it with you.
Listen. I am
You know
a
what I'm saying?
referee. I'm totally impartial, my
Okay,
brother.
now you want to be
I am
neutral.
for I am for
So it's
everybody.
gotta, all right.
You
Am I right?
post
It's got to be an
a lot
opposing
of
side,
Passport
and I'm
Bros
that guy.
stuff, right?
I'm the most hated.
Don't bring me into this shit. I'm
You
impartial.
see what the king? You see? Why
You see
did the
my
big rat
referee
put
shirt
you-
on, my nigga. You see the
You
referee
told?
shirt,
Didn't you
okay?
tell the big rat? You told the big rat. You sure you want king on this thing? And what happened? He got cooked on his own channel. He was speechless. And what? And what? And what? Why don't you show your face? Ronnie didn't see my face. He didn't see my command center. I ain't gotta show my face to
Well,
everybody.
the
You
man
wanna
wants
see
to see
my
your
face?
face,
You
King.
want
He
to
wants
see
to see your
my
face.
face? Go to my channel, like and subscribe, and my face is all over my channel.
He said he wants to see that handsome face, I guess. You know, you guys could go against each other.
Oh, man. I'll fight him, man, for free. I need no
Okay.
contracts.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Just
man.
tell me where he's gonna be at. Just tell me the designated. I'll Bruce Leroy that boy. I got some shit in these hands for him, man.
Wow.
That's funny. Man.
Oh man, yo, this be some fun stuff, man.
Oh wow.
Oh man, I haven't had the TKO in a heartbeat.
NYC.
So
Can I ask you a
go
question?
ahead, social.
Question.
Go ahead, social. Yeah, we were interrupting you, so go ahead, brother.
No, come on. NYC. Do not take this as me coming at your neck or anything like that. This is an honest question. I heard on some people that you don't actually travel or do anything. Is this true? But you're always in the space talking about as though you've been to these places, or putting your opinion in places you haven't been. I'm just curious. I'm curious.
All right, let me tell you something. I've been married in Brazil. I have a Brazilian son. I've been married in Europe. Okay. I've been all over the world. I'm on my third passport. I got a son who's in Japan. I got 2 Japanese granddaughters. I got a Brazilian son. Don't listen to the trolls, man, because these are the same trolls that don't got no passport.
You talk about that as if that is some kind of achievement. You have kids all over the world.
All right.
And,
So I'm sorry. So go ahead. Don't listen to the trolls, bro.
No, I'm just curious because again, I hear things. I prefer to ask the source.
Yeah, because those are dudes that don't got no passports, bro. Those are the opposing sides. Those are the passport bros that they.
New York City King. Somebody said to me they wanted me to say this to you that you need to lay off the spectrum.
Oh,
what is spectrum? What is spectrum?
Are you serious?
Yeah, somebody wilding. I'll go ahead and delete that. Yeah,
what
that's
is
crazy.
that? What is spectrum? TV?
No, they talking
no.
about your level of competence.
I don't know what spectrum is. I know that.
So they're saying you're kind of giving Floyd.
If I worried about Ronnie, if I worried about what every troll said about me, I'd probably pass out. They can say what they want to say, yo. All hate is
Said
good
that was
hate.
very floodish of you.
All hate is good
wow.
hate. All advertisement is good advertisement. Keep
That's
spreading
true.
my name. Keep saying I don't travel. Keep saying I'm this. Keep saying that. Keep spreading my name all around the internet. I don't give a F.
And is Zed currently still here?
Yeah, Zed is at the top. She's up there in the middle.
Sorry, I have my headphones in. I'm not actually looking at
Zed wanted me to say this. Zed, do you want me to read this in the private? Because it's in private, so I don't know if you want me to read this out loud.
What was it?
Okay. Drew Austin's panel is talking about why passport bros don't marry, etc. I don't know.
Okay.
I could tell you that because they all nasty, stinky, funky dudes with 2-3 stamps on their passport. All of them took the store.
Oh my god!
And that's it. They got 2 stamps. Just a sewer. That's it.
Oh come on!
That's it.
Yeah,
I don't think they can lose, man. You think so?
That's it. They got 2 stamps.
Top 5.
Come on,
They're in the top
and
3.
that is a
They may have one in
conversation.
Colombia. They may have one in Colombia and then Bangkok. But that's it.
He said Bangkok.
That's it. 3 stamps. They go to 3 places, passport bros, to pay for play. Just ask the big rat, BMT.
Damn.
Just put whiskers on him.
So what happened with you and BMT, man? He dished you or something?
I just don't like him, bro. Sometimes I just.
You know what, Kings? I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna say, yo,
People could walk
King,
Since
down
you're
the
a New York,
street and punch him.
King, we're gonna set this up with you
King,
and
you are a New York native, okay? Same as me. We're gonna set this up for you. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this in the Barclays Arena. Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
make
not
this
too
into
far from that. I'm in
I'm
Midtown
gonna
right now.
make the illest thumbnail into a Barclays Arena. Okay, we're gonna have King.
We do
I'm
on
gonna
a
put
2
you.
train.
Well, I don't know if you want me to use your logo. I could use your logo and put you on a boxing body, and I could do the same thing for BNT. You know what I mean?
But
Nah, I
what
think
is
we do this on the razors. We got to do this on the razor show. I got to cook them like I did the Big Boss Dummy. How the hell you fly to Brazil and have sex with homeless people? I don't get it.
Oh
All
Lord Jesus, not him.
Oh man,
all the beautiful women, all the beautiful women in Brazil.
I'm not even gonna touch on that, brother.
No,
I'll
I mean I do because I complain all the time about it. How do you go from being a minister wannabe to the biggest monger in the world?
Oh man,
I'll touch on it night and day.
Because if you're a grifter, you
man.
grift. If you're a grifter, you grift. Doesn't necessarily matter what you're grifting. What it
His
is.
excuse was because it got passed over from being picked up as a pastor, he decided to become a monger. Then that was already in you. And why you most likely got passed over from being the church pastor.
Oh man,
I wonder why. If I detected that in him.
Then he became
Pretty
a
much.
security guard.
Yeah.
So
I told him to rip down them posters in the back.
no, stop it.
Yes, I did. How
What'd
the
he
hell
say?
you gonna have posters of Huey Newton up there when you a mongo? What kind of cartoon set is that? You can't make this up in a comic book. Just like Shorty guys. Just like Shorty got on her. Y'all want to see what King look like? Go to King's channel, like, subscribe. I got videos of myself on there. Hiding from nobody, man. If you want to see my travels to Croatia and Turkey, become a member. Those videos are private, but I don't post all my chats or my travels. I do trucking. You'll see a lot of trucking.
I do have to say, King is the only. A lot of places he will not cam up on. King has cammed up in our rooms.
Yeah, I've seen King before. I've seen him before. You know, but I guess he wants me to.
Got
I guess
a
he
nice
wants me to be a
setup,
full time cam
that
user. I guess.
that office setup is nice. He has a nice office setup. I gotta give it to him.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
So the person said they're discussing why they don't marry. I mean, it wouldn't be a problem for me, but the thing is, I don't think a lot of especially with that brother's channel, himself, Austin, I never heard him talk about this as some sort of objective down the line, when I get about a certain age, I want to start a family. None of that. So we don't really know his true outlook and views when it comes to traveling and his end destination, because it's all about box enjoyment, enjoying
Well, right
new
now at this
boxes.
age, that's very true, Mr. G. And at this age, who would expect him to say something in regards to wanting to get married? Why would he even be considering or even thinking about that at his age? While he's still exploring the world, but
he wants to have kids all over the world. Why is he saying that?
why is he saying what?
He wants to have kids from different races of
Yeah,
women.
Zed is saying, he did say he wants to have a different children throughout parts of the world and things of that nature, which in itself is problematic, right? But what you said,
Hey, if
Ronan,
he can afford it, he can afford it. But again, these are adolescents. I mean, oh my God. At 25 years old, I'm not saying he's right or he's wrong. And what I'm saying is, why are you guys wanting infinite or definite information from somebody that's 25? Why should we even care?
Listen, guys, we kind of running. We're running a little bit out of time here. So
yeah, he's got a job. He actually has a business to run.
and this is a conversation we probably can have at another panel over at Ronan.
Believe me, we're going to continue it later on. But
Ronan, I'm not saying he should be right away at this time telling you, oh yeah, I'm doing such and such. But I'm just saying though.
Now, some of the guys on that panel right now are over 40-something years old. Those are the ones should be talking to him about, yo, man, you're going to change your mind when you get to a certain age. Yo, man,
but listen,
go down with one because you ain't going to want all those other ones. But again, I don't want to just be talking about something over there when we
let me
can't
let
even
me
hear
get
what
to
you're saying.
let me get to Strictly Travels. Let me hear what he got to say. Then we're gonna get to Fearless, and then we're gonna close it up with Social Loner. Go ahead, Strickland.
And I
Strictly
want to
Travel.
I want to make a comment. When they say, I used to say the exact same thing. I want to have kids in every single continent. I stopped at 3 continents. I mean, when I reached 3 continents, I've realized it was too expensive, then stopped. So those are adolescent nonsense. You know, when you're young, you think about this nonsense, and then when it comes to reality, you know, I reached 3 continents. That was enough. So you know,
Right.
and at 25, I got married when I was 22, and that was the worst thing I could have ever done. You know, getting married that early was a big mess. I think us as men, we're really ready to get married. I mean, honestly, starting from 35 and up. Before that, it's just nothing but experiment. That's it.
Got you. Okay, so after Social, we're gonna go to Zed because I forgot Zed was in the building. But let's go to Social, and then I'm gonna
Appreciate
Fearless.
you running the live,
Go ahead,
Strictly. Appreciate that, man.
I'm not black. I'm fearless. Okay.
Fearless. Sorry. Fearless. Go ahead.
I said I'm not black. I'm fearless. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's all I got to say, brother. Good live, man. Good live.
I appreciate it, man. The Social. You got that Social. Sorry, that Social learning. You got anything, Loner? Sorry, I'm all fucked up with my words. You got anything? Last words you want to say, brother?
Honestly, no. I'm just watching the destruction of the space, the implosion that's happening.
Oh man,
that's simply what it is. Okay, yes. Listen, if you're somebody with any
I
form
don't
of
know.
thinking and watch this, the constant bickering between grown men want to fight each other. Just because you beat somebody doesn't make your point right.
Correct.
It's just that you don't agree with. If you beat them, you're still wrong. Or you're right or something. You're somebody that just beat a. I don't get this. I'm just watching the implosion.
It's entertainment at the end of the day.
It is entertainment, and when people watch certain content creators, they need to understand that some of the stuff they do and say and behave is entertainment. You need to keep the eyes on you, and some people do not have personality outside of drama. You know what I'm saying? They can't keep attention outside of drama, so they need the drama to constantly be. That's why those people they always have these weird little problems, or this problem, or this problem, or people having these infightings. And I think some of it might be behind closed doors. They understand the business aspect of it. So it's like when rappers have fake beefs because they help them sell records. It could be the same situation because again, these people. So a lot of people don't have any what I would call pride or anything of that sense. That their only job is this content creation space that allows them to live the life that they're trying to sell you to live. They say, hey, you can go do this, live in this country, and survive this way and this way. And the only way that they're surviving is because you're giving the money. They're not actually doing anything outside of the space that's going to be something that's going to maintain them. It is what it is, though.
Appreciate you, brother.
So, peace.
Thank you, man. Zed, you got any last words you'd like to say? Oh, before we do that, because there's been a lot of super chats I have to read that's been coming from you, and I just want you to answer this real quick. Zed is getting cooked.
PhD. You guys are. I mean, you remember, I do not value anything you guys say. So They are always.
But
saying
yet,
that
still, you still come on the panels to make comments.
Hold on, Papa. Let me.
Let her do her closing arguments. Go ahead, Zed.
So you guys have this obsession with cooking people, like with winning arguments. I do not have that obsession. So if you guys think you are winning argument over me, I do not really care. Now, well, on Auston and this whole thing, Auston is the one that was selling dreams. Skylar was also selling dreams. Auston is trying to make himself like the victim that was tricked by all these, passport bros and was, tricked into thinking that, he would be loved by all these women all over the world. No, he has so many videos where he would say, your Uruguayan women love black men. He was talking about, him going to Uruguay to a nightclub in Uruguay, and the nightclub he and a group of black men were going to an Uruguay nightclub, and the nightclub would not let them in. And me, being the smart person that I was, I'm like, that is racist, right? But he took it as a compliment. He said that the reason they didn't want to let him in was because they were they were afraid that the black men would steal the white men because the white women in Uruguay love black men. That's why. So Auston has been telling that lie that black men are wanted everywhere else. But I think what happened now is Auston is tired of traveling. And instead of saying that, you know what, I'm tired of traveling, let me rest, he is creating this fake drama that, you know, other travel. I think this is all fake. He is saying that, you know, others were selling you dreams because he wants to create drama for his show. Look at, I mean, his show was dying, but today there are like 600 people watching because he's creating drama.
He knows what he's doing. The man knows what he's doing.
But they do sell, everybody in the travel space sells dreams. People like me have been saying that Latin America is racist. Latin America being racist is not a new thing. I was in Ethiopia and I knew Latin America was racist. So this thing that, you know, you guys try to deny that, you know, Latin America is racist. I don't know why you want to deny it, because it doesn't benefit you to deny that. The third
Okay,
thing, and
so do you have any advice you want to give to Auston if he was here?
I have been saying this. Auston will not take any advice. What advice I will give him? Go to therapy. You have a lot of issues with your mom. Your mom has, you know, I think Auston needs to go to the therapy to work out his issue with his mom. I think the reason Auston is traveling, in my opinion, is because he's running away from his mom. I don't think he's running because he's traveling because he doesn't like women in America. He's traveling because I don't even think he likes women that much. Third,
wow. Well, I appreciate your
I'm a
insight.
PhD.
All right, well, guys, thank you all for joining the panel. It's about that time. Definitely check me out for Friday. I don't know, Ron, you have a show coming up right now or anything like that?
I think we might have something on a lunchtime special on either Wednesday or Thursday coming up between me and Fearless. We're still working that out because he just moved, so we'll figure that out. But either Friday night and Friday with Andrew, and then the Lions Den Friday night. You know, should be some good content coming up this week.
Yeah, just letting you guys know, this week, since the Passport Bros, most of them will be in Colombia, we're dedicating this week to Zed and Chris. So it's a little smoke show for them. Tune in, Zed. We appreciate your support.
You're more than welcome to come. We won't ban you from the channel, so you can come on in.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining the show. Thank you, guys. Make sure you guys go ahead and get those likes, subscribe to all our channels. I guess we'll see you in the next one, right?
The Andrew Show.